All right, welcome back to the second section of the burning question, in which we are going to focus on yet another cowardly, dastardly killing of a Kashmiri Pandit in the valley. This hate-filled, targeted attack by Pakistan-backed terrorists clearly underscores the need, on the one hand, for the security apparatus in Jammu and Kashmir to make sure that incidents like these do not happen, and then on the other, questions for the Kashmiri civil society. What are they doing? Don't they feel bad about it? And if yes, what they should be doing to stop these kind of terrorist attacks targeted at the Kashmiri Pandit minority happening from again and again? We look at the story with a package, and then we come back with a panel of guests.
Kashmiri Pandit Sanjay Sharma was targeted and killed by Pak-funded terrorists.
BJP J&K Chief Ravinder Raina visiting the family to pay the condolence. PDP Chief Mehbooba Mufti, also the officials of the LG administration were present here. Ms. Mufti raised and targeted guns towards the government, saying that they are claiming that the terrorism is over, but where from the terrorists are coming and targeting the locals and the unarmed civilians.
Anger against Pak-sponsored terror is growing on Indian soil. And while Pakistan is trying to peddle terror in India, their own country is facing the ire against terrorists. Dreaded Al-Badr terrorist Syed Khalid Raza was shot dead in Karachi today. The attacker can be seen escaping from the site after shooting him down. It seems like even Pakistanis have had enough of terrorists being treated like first-class citizens. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
All right, welcome again, and joining us to discuss this, Majid Hadri, journalist, political analyst, live from Srinagar. I'm also joined by Ahmed Ayaz, political analyst, live from Delhi. Also, Amit Rana, activist, also live from Delhi, and Sardar R.P. Singh, national spokesperson of the BJP. And let me begin with you, Sardar R.P. Singh. The government really claims that terrorism is down, everything is in control, that there is a Naya Kashmir happening. But then, did you look at the angst of the family there, angst of the Kashmiri Pandit community in the valley in those protests? And is the government really concerned that, irrespective of the fact that these targeted killings might be happening once in 3 months, 2 months, but then these are jarring against the narrative that the government and the BJP seems to be pushing, R.P. Singh, that everything seems to be in control or increasingly coming under control in the valley?
Well, Abhishek, let's understand what used to happen before the abrogation of 370-35A. Things have changed, much changed. But I am still to say that yes, the new style of hybrid killing now happening, and then which is targeting killing, which need to be controlled, and then which need to be controlled by better intelligence network, and which government is already working on. It's not that government is not sincere about it. Government is quite concerned and sincere about it, that the intelligence network among the Muslim community has to grow up, and then people who go and hide, do this sort of hybrid killing, and then go and hide this target killing and go and hide and merge within the communities. They need to be identified, and then quite good leads which are
target killing,
that's the only
hybrid
way.
Killing, and those terrorists then hide. In fact, since you mentioned it, R.P. Singh, I have to bring this out for the benefit of viewers, that today only 4 houses have been attached by the security agencies in the Kamarwari and Eidgah area of Srinagar. Essentially, these houses were acting as terrorist hideouts. So obviously, there are some people who provide these kind of shelters to these terrorists coming in from Pakistan, backed by Pakistan, as sort of safe houses to carry out their terror activities. Majid Hadri, it's nice to say, oh, we are also as unhappy as the Kashmiri Pandit brothers and sisters that some kind of targeted killing happens. But there are people there in Srinagar who are providing these safe houses. How many houses would the government go on and attach? Of course, they will keep doing that. But then there has to be some thought within the civil society in Kashmir, Majid Hydari, that this kind of support system is immoral.
Well, Abhishek Saab, I am so impressed by your phrase tonight that I want to echo you that it's definitely cowardly, dastardly, hate-filled terror strike on the Kashmiri Pandits by the quote-unquote Islamists. And we need to equally, unequivocally condemn it. But I want you to echo what I say, that you should also condemn the terror strike in Bhiwani, where two Muslims, Nasir and Junaid, were killed in a terror strike, and you are unwilling to call it a terror strike. I mean, why?
Oh, come on, Majid Hydari. Majid Hydari.
Please.
Majid Hydari.
Will you condemn it? Will RBC
Majid Hydari.
condemn it as a terror strike?
Majid Hydari, we have discussed Bhiwani. We have discussed Bhiwani. Please, for God's sake, don't. For God's sake, be honest, Majid Hydari. Majid Hydari, let's be honest. You see, I am talking about. We are discussing Kashmir. For God's sake, Majid Hydari, don't be flippant. At least don't be flippant. I said, okay.
An act of terror or not, my brother? You are my brother. RP Singh is my brother. My brothers, do you agree that Bhiwani was an act of terror or not? This is my simple point, and I request you to say that yes, it was an act of terror.
No, I will not allow you to do that. I will not allow you to do that. I will not allow you to do that. Majid Hydari, I will not allow you to do that. RP Singh, are you going to take it lying down? He's comparing something very specific to Kashmir. Park-back terrorism. And which, with the 3-decade-old history, with something that has happened in Bhiwani, I'm not going to allow that to you. Let me take this forward to Ahmad Ayaz. Ahmad Ayaz. No, this can't be allowed. Majid Hydari, this can't be allowed. No, I'll not allow that. Ahmad Ayaz, sir. No, I will not allow that. No, it's not allowed. It's not allowed.
RP Singh, you are my brother, I will not fight with you. Abhishek is my brother, you are my brother, I will not fight with you. I only want to expose your double standard.
Okay, RP Singh, let's not dignify this. RP Singh, hold on. Let's not dignify this. Let me take this forward. Ahmad Ayaz sir, please. No. I will not allow this. Ahmad Ayaz sir, एक बात बताइए. Yes. Sanjay Sharma, he did not leave the valley in the thick of terrorism that started in 1989-90. When this started in the valley, in this village, Achan, where this has happened, Sanjay Sharma has been killed, there were 60 Kashmiri Pandit families, and they constituted roughly half the population of Achan. Today, this is the only family left there. Most likely they would leave now, like it happened in the case of Prem Kishan Bhatt in Shopian. His family ultimately left for Jammu, having spent 3 decades in the shadow of terror and fear. Sanjay Sharma's was the only family left in Achan, the Hindu Kashmiri Pandit family. Does the civil society, Ahmad Ayaz, even think what this means to be hounding this kind of minuscule minority in the valley? What kind of education, you are giving to your next generation? What kind of message you are giving to the nation at large? When these kind of episodes happen, don't you think it puts the Kashmiri civil society to shame, Ahmad Ayaz?
Abhishek, it's indeed very saddening what has happened yesterday, having another Kashmiri Pandit being gunned down, who has been staying here right from 90. So there only you can first imagine that the conditions prevailing even after 33 years, claiming that things are so normal, I think we have to agree that it's not that normalized, and if the condition continues to be so bad, despite the fact that there had been, there had been no let-off in the, security forces come back and operations, and even now, the properties of the people who are said to be connected with the militant activities are also being seized. With all these things are not normalizing. So far as civil society is concerned, you can understand it is armed struggle, where the role of the civil society.
Armed struggle. I like the choice of the word. Armed struggle. You are calling jihad armed struggle.
It is.
You are calling killing of innocents armed struggle. Armed struggle against whom? Armed struggle against whom? Armed struggle against Union of India.
Let me complete.
Please use the right word.
What do you call it?
Please
A man
please at
taking
least
a
choose the
gun
right
on the
word.
other side, security forces taking
No,
a gun.
you can't be
It is
allowed to use armed struggle for
it is a
terrorism,
fight
Ahmad
between the
Ayaz.
two guns.
Absolutely not.
It is a fight between the two guns.
No, this
But the
is-
role
this
of
It
is
is
the
not a
what
fight
earlier-
between two guns.
this is-
Sanjay Sharma, for God's sake, was not carrying any gun. For 30 years, he was not carrying any gun, Ahmad Ayaz. He was killed in the most cowardly manner when he was accompanied by his wife going to fetch medicines for himself in the evening in his village. Ahmad Ayaz, can you even start being honest like Majid Hydari is not?
No, I
Amit
do
Raina.
agree.
Amit Raina. Amit Raina.
That the
It's
role of
unfortunate.
the swell,
No, no,
it
you-
is not
yes.
the time. I don't think the time has
You-
come
you-
to that level that civil society can
Ahmad
play
Ayaz,
any
you
role
are part of the
because
civil
anybody-
society and you
Ahmad
are not
Ayaz
being honest.
raising
These radio
voice
jockeys, for
against
example, in the
Ahmad
valley,
So
when they
the-
are
No, no,
speaking
can I
about
come in?
affairs of the state, do they raise
Ahmad
these
Ayaz,
kind of issues that it puts the civil society of Kashmir to shame when an unarmed civilian
teachers there.
and a minuscule minority
Kashmir-
member like Sanjay Sharma is gunned down?
Kashmir civil society in itself, Kashmir civil society in itself is an oxymoron. It is an oxymoron. You can
Okay, Ahmad Ayaz, let Amit Raina, I got a sample of the civil society between Majid Hydari and Ahmad Ayaz so far as Valley is concerned. Amit Raina, the Kashmiri Pandit Sangharsh Samiti has come out with a very strongly worded statement today and demanded that even the Lieutenant Governor be removed. But, that might not be the solution. Amit Raina, my question is, as a representative of the Kashmiri Pandit community, do you really have any thoughts on the fact that the government is actually doing a lot in terms of containing terrorism in the valley? Unfortunate incidents like these would happen. Till that time, you think the Kashmiri Pandit community still has some patience, or you think the patience is running out and that's why this kind of very strong statement in the protest that took place? Amit Raina.
To have patience, you need to have numbers left. The way things are going, I don't think there will be any Kashmiri Pandit left in the valley. The word Kashmir civil society is an oxymoron because there is nothing called civil society in Kashmir. Look at the way Majid Hydari, instead of condemning terrorists, instead of condemning the jihadis who have been killing innocent Kashmiri Pandits, try to deflect the conversation on criminal killing of 2 Indians and Bhiwani. So there was an attempt. Look at the way Ahmad Ayaz goes and calls it an armed struggle. For 30 years, the Kashmir has been waging jihad against the minorities, especially the Kashmiri Pandits. And it is, we have been shouting for 30 years that Kashmiri Pandits are victims of jihad. The unfortunate part of the whole thing is that the government of the present dispensation, the present government, which before it came to power also said the same thing. But once they tasted power in Jammu and Kashmir and they feel that they may get some seats in Kashmiri Valley, they change their tactics and move into appeasement. So Kashmiri Pandits killing will continue till government of Jammu and Kashmir and government of India does not acknowledge that what is happening in Kashmir is jihad and it is not lack of development and corruption. It is just pure jihad. R.B. Singh ji will agree with it, but
then what's the possibility at all? Then what's the possibility at all of rehabilitating the Kashmiri Pandits in the valley?
No.
You're saying it's not possible at all then?
No, it is possible. It is possible, but you cannot offer us as a sacrifice on the altar of secularism in Kashmir. You need to provide us one place settlement. At least let us not. He was one person, one Kashmiri Hindu family in a large village. He died because he did not have numbers with him. At least give us that benefit of that one place settlement so that at least we can get up and fight. You leave us in a position where we can't even fight. We don't have guns, we don't have numbers, and you put us there
Majid
to
Hydari,
show that everything is normal in Kashmir.
Majid Hydari, just because the government allowed those government servants who have been working in the valley for their entire working life to buy property and settle in the valley, there was a brouhaha created, Majid Hydari, that this is being done aimed at changing the demographic profile of the state. Now, I gave you an example of Achan village, and there might be hundreds or possibly thousands of villages like Achan where demographic changes have been engineered with this terror machine backed by Pakistan working in the valley for the last 3 decades. Make no mistake, like it has happened in each and every terror incident, those carrying those attacks have been brought to justice, as would happen in the case of the killers of Sanjay Sharma as well. On that note, thank you so much for joining us, Sardar RP Singh, Amit Raina, Majid Hydari and Ahmad Ayaz. I wish both of them were a little more honest about the civil society reaction in Kashmir. One good, Mehbooba Mufti did go to visit the family. On that note, thank you so much, viewers, for watching this section of The Burning Question. Up next,